Hi guys, we're live at 9:07 p.m. January the 8th, 2024 in the new year. Happy New Year for some, but not the best year for a lot of us. There are a lot of obstacles and craziness and chaos to overcome, and not a very good start for many of us. Anyways, we had some technical difficulties with the audio again. My TV has technical difficulties, kept shutting off, and so forth. And the water has been cut on in this building all day until about an hour ago. The water's back on, so that's good. Cheers to that. And I also did a live stream walking down to the shopping mall early on to get some food and also to get a few more beers, honestly. The pizza I enjoyed was Gusto Italiano thin crust pizza at the Food Basics for under $4, $3.97 actually. It's a pretty good deal. I ate the whole thing in about 20 minutes. And yeah, as I was walking to the plaza there, someone snuck up on me behind me. Some young person, obviously, startled me. I let her pass by, but there have been a lot of young people in their 20s going to my building, seeing a much older person, obtaining obviously drug-related, obviously high, unless they're mentally unstable and cuckoo. But come on, give me a break. Duh. Simple logic. And yeah, it's a big danger for everyone in the building to have these kind of people in the building causing problems and so forth. Okay, aside from these problems that have happened last year as well, there's another new problem I discovered just a few days ago, that Ontario Works recipients will not be receiving any more bus pass money. Now, me, I don't watch the news on a regular basis. I just watch Pluto TV, or I've been watching Paramount as I was recovering from the meningitis I had last month. As you guys know, I could not do much, so I got Paramount for a free trial only. Where I watched the new Frasier, I watched the new Fatal Attraction episodes, and a few Star Trek movies as well. Star Trek Discovery was pretty interesting for me. I was getting into that, but now I cannot afford to pay for that, so it's been cut out. I can't afford my YouTube Premium, unfortunately. And I have not been drinking most of the month of December due to meningitis. When I got out of the hospital on December the 19th, December the 6th, I got into the hospital December 6th with my meningitis. I was in there for 7 days. I got out, and I was given $100 to help me out. I was much too weak to get groceries and so forth. So I ordered pizza delivery. And when I was strong enough, I got Jello, pudding. I got chicken from the grocery store. I just had very little strength, so I did much as I can to get food. My choice was to get food or to pay my phone bill with that $100. When I got into the ER on December 6th, I was 114 pounds only. That's it. That's all. Which is very, very bad. I was 116 September when I saw my nurse, and I was 131 a year before the assault. So from September, when I was 116, I was 114 when I went to the ER with meningitis. Mind you, after the meningitis discharged from the hospital, I ate like a crazy person. I chose food over my phone bill. So I chose that. When I got my money after discharge from the hospital, I did get a 1.5 liter bottle of red wine, which basically lasted me 6 days. Basically, I took a glass, 6 ounces of wine in the morning, 6 ounces of red wine in the evening. For personal fears of having a clot from the catheter I got in my arm here, I was personally kind of afraid of getting a blood clot. So I had a glass of wine in the morning and evening and so forth. I wasn't prescribed any blood thinners. I didn't get any aspirin, but it was just personal fears. After my antibiotics finished on December 19th, while I was on antibiotics after the hospital, I received home care where a nurse came over and gave me the antibiotic through my catheter here every morning and replaced the bag and the tube, which was very weird to get used to. I literally felt like a Borg. I felt like a Borg with the tube in me. You will be assimilated. So I was trying to be humorous about that to myself. That I was a Borg. I had to be careful about moving. I had to be careful about my cat coming under the blankets with me and chewing on my tube. So I had to be very careful about everything. And it was just so awkward being on that tube for 7 days at home. But at least I was home and I was free to do things and walk around. And they gave me a little fanny pack to put this IV bag into the pack, and the tube was hanging out. So I had to be very careful about moving around and not being in a crowd bus, so no one would hit my IV bag or anything. But anyways, I'm recovering pretty well. I went to see the doctor on the 5th of January, this a few days ago, and I lost 1 more pound. So I went down 114 to 113.2. However, if I chose to pay the phone bill instead of eating, I may be well 109, 108, 110, 111. If I did not eat as much as I did while fighting meningitis and recovering, I would probably weigh that much. If I pay my phone bill and did not eat, because I ate that's why I'm 113.2. So I'm eating very well again. I treated myself for a nice breakfast after we got our money. I treated myself out to breakfast. I got lots of food again, and I got another bottle of wine, this liter, and yeah, pay my phone bill. Got my phone out from the pawn shop, $55. My bank was minus 36 anyway due to the internet. I pay $10 a month, and it's always like that every month. And for first time ever, at the end of December, I normally pay $25 at the end of the month for my phone bill. But for some reason this past December, it was $45 I had to pay. The first time. And then I get the shocker of the century. No more bus pass money. Unbelievable. I didn't get any support. I didn't get any referrals. I didn't get any options how to get bus pass money or any other kind of means. All I got was to get the ECNO pass and a link to that. After the fact, I found out I have no more bus pass money. It was a shock to everybody. I saw somebody else I know who gets bus pass money regularly, and he said that he was shocked. He didn't understand why he didn't get the bus pass money either. It came as a surprise to him as well. So there's a lot of us who got no heads up. We're not getting any bus pass money anymore. There's a lot of us who got that surprise, not just me, which is stupid. I freaked out on Thursday. I just totally freaked out. I was on my liter of wine from New Year's Day, and I was still drinking it. I was just maybe had about 3 more glasses worth in that bottle. when I got the news on Thursday. So there was less than half of the bottle of wine from New Year's Day from that one bottle I got. So on the 4th of January, when I got that news, I finished the rest of that, which probably about 2 more glasses of wine. Then I went out and got 3 beers. Then I got another beer, freaking out about no bus pass money. And I sent the worker an email at 4 a.m. in the morning. I could not sleep at all. I just, it was a very emotional. Well, it wasn't emotional, but I sent an email at 4 a.m. in the morning. And on Friday, I went down to the place where I usually go to. I did not feel well at all. I got very fatigued. I was dragged down. And I couldn't even concentrate watching a TV show after lunch. I just lay there like a blob on the chair and forced my way back home to take it easy. But Saturday, I relaxed and ate, took it easy. Sunday, I felt much better. I even managed to collect a lot of cans and bottles yesterday evening, actually, around my area. And my energy's back. I'm happy to say my energy is back. Yay. My sense of humor is back. Yay. My sense of humor is back, too. I laughed a lot, which is good. But anyways, I cashed in $10 of bottles and cans today. They weren't any of the pickers out. I'm surprised in the evening yesterday. And I still got $10 more worth of cans and bottles to cash out. All the $10 I cashed out, I'm spending on beer. But I got my phone back, $55 from the pawn shop. The bus pass money, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I have to deal with the court case and so forth coming up due to an assault from a neighbor who should have been evicted is not evicted. That's one of the problems I have to talk about. There's obviously understaffed issues in a lot of areas to deal with a lot of problems going on. Case in point, my place right here is a big hotspot. The police are aware of it. The security knows of it. I talked to security. I talked to police. And it's basically mainly an understaffed issue. And I'm well aware of that. And also was told it's a problem with the property manager. I just want to tell you guys a story that's interesting. There's a new property manager took over. But not this past Christmas before. I was supposed to get a new stove and fridge just before Christmas. And I had no stove. The maintenance guy took out the chips for the oven just before Christmas, and I was freaking out. I called the maintenance line. No one answered me. I freaked out. So I called the property manager and freaked out the property manager. I freaked out the property manager in a message. I got my oven. I got my fridge all in one day. I freaked out the property manager. Me and security individual told me it is the property manager's responsibility to deal with things with security and everything. And if you have a problem with all those problems, talk to the property manager. There's a new property manager in town now. I've not yet talked to him. There's a lot of problems with a lot of issues here in this community housing establishment with neighbors in my case and violence against me and a lot of other problems and issues I've talked with this new property manager about. And there's a case coming up of assault against me, and he has not been evicted. I'm having problems trying to get a new place, a new emergency transfer out of here for safety. And the thing is, it's understaffed issues. I understand it's understaffed issues and so forth. And the property manager has all these things to go over. But aren't there other people under him to go over that, administrative procedures and so forth? The thing is, I understand that. But at the same time, someone's been very violent. Like when it comes to serious violent attempts, especially against this person, this day and age, and nothing's been done about it. It has to be a red flag over that file, and something has to be done about that. It's been ignored, and this person has suffered obvious emotional and physical distress. I lost from 131 to 116 in September. Now I'm 113 now. Good blood, nothing around my thyroid, nothing. And it's not just this neighbor who assaulted me. It's the other neighbor down the hall. They all know each other. She gave me death threats too. Security was supposed to talk to me and give me a report, but I had no phone to contact her back. I'm trying to check my email, but my email is frozen now for some reason. I gotta check that out, figure that out. And there's another neighbor down below me who has mental problems and makes some chirping noises. But lately, he's been making threatening remarks and making very threatening remarks and threats. I could hear him through the vent saying, "You are dead. You are dead. You're fucking all." He's been making very darkly threatening remarks. And I don't care if he's very mentally ill, has a problem. When someone makes death threats or threatening remarks toward anyone, no matter what the threat, no matter what the mental state is, has to be double checked over. There are witnesses. I'm gonna record. You're dead. You're dead, and he's saying all this stuff and everything, all that. Like he hasn't been like that when he first moved in. The guy downstairs, the guy who makes chirping noises. Yeah, he's harmless. When he first moved in, he seemed harmless, but over the years, believe me, he is getting worse. He's getting more threatening. Now he's saying things, "You're dead," and everything, all that. He is going downwards. He's not getting the help he needs. Someone has to check up on him. And he is getting threatening now. And that is a cause for alarm. Before it gets too late, I have made lots of reports. I have talked to police. I have talked to security. When this other guy was threatening me and these neighbors were harassing me, one has been charged and sentenced for giving me threats. The other one has harassed me, and there's a witness for that where he harassed and assaulted someone. And now it came to the point where he saw me and kicked me here. He could have killed me, could have broken my neck, could have stopped my heart when he kicked me. And then still, he's still living here. Why was he not evicted? What are the cases in the community housing area? Other people have been kicked out in 2 months or a month drop of hat of violence. Why is this guy not kicked out for what he did to me? What is wrong with this picture? I could easily and readily do a lawsuit for racism, because why is this guy now here after that assault? After all the times I talked about it, all the times I reported it, all the times I made complaints. What is wrong with this picture? Seriously, years. I do not want to do a lawsuit. I will talk to proper manager or write a letter or email to him. But this guy downstairs below me has escalated from his normal chirping to now making verbal threats, and scary threats too. He is getting slowly but surely more darker and more threatening, and another pose for danger to somebody or some other people in this building. I don't give a damn. He goes, "Ew," and all that jazz. He is getting more threatening. Just like the neighbor down the hall and the neighbors who were getting more threatening. Nothing was done about that. And the assault against me. How long is it going to be before you do something on this guy down there before something happens to somebody else? You got to use your head. You got to stop something before it gets worse. And believe me, this guy downstairs is getting worse in his threats. He is. Use that mental instability excuse when it comes to threatening people and everything. Something has to be done. Look, nothing was done when these people gave me threats, and now look at that. I got assaulted badly. And I don't want to press a lawsuit, but after all this most pain and suffering and the weight I lost, I may have to. Something's got to be done. There was no intervention. I asked for a transfer years ago. And the tenant worker didn't show up, made me a call, returned my emails, nothing, didn't show up. I waited. And I asked for a transfer when the harassment was at its height, before the assault occurred. And of course, when the assault occurs, she's there, but there's no real effort to do anything else. I understand the understaffed issues, but come on. I don't want to do a lawsuit, but I may have to. Just keep continuing. I know there's going to be a case where he might be in jail, but he has other people threatening me. There's another person who threatened me through him, saying they're going to finish me off and all these other threats. So I have to get the hell out of here. I record everything. Yeah, I record everything. And the guy downstairs, something's going down about him. He is getting increasingly violent in his talks and his threats. Neighbors are testifying that in court. I have to record him. He just said, "Yeah, you're dead. All of you, you're fucking dead." He speaks 3 languages. He's not stupid. This guy downstairs below me is now starting to become a threat. And you guys nip it in the bud. You don't want another incident where someone might get hurt or even killed. And that's the message I have for OCH, Puppet Manager and OCH. Because the last thing you want is that. It doesn't matter about mental illness. There's death threat, and look what happened with my case. Anyways, yeah, that's what I want to talk about there. And what else am I going to talk about? Yeah, understaffed issues. Understaffed issues and security everywhere is pretty immense. Except the Rideau Center. The Rideau Center is very smart, and something OCH, the community housing I'm in, should consider this what Rideau Center is doing. Rideau Center is doing a great job making sure the security is branched out. They have the Rideau Center security, and they have private security from other agencies helping them out. Of course, they can afford it and all that jazz and everything, all that. But there was a case in one point when the community housing did have outside security coming in here briefly for some reason. I'm not sure for what, something. But you guys can do that again. Or can you? If you can't afford it. It's something to talk to MP to, the government to. And it's not worth a lawsuit, is it? It's something to look into. Push for the funding for extra security. Push for the cameras on the second floor, so no illegal activities come in. Push for cameras in the back of my building, for instance. I don't go in the back of my building because I've been scared away from back there for a reason. That's where the druggies and the drug dealers commute and do their illegal activities. You got to use your head. Why do they scare me away from back there? Why do they always scare people away from back there? For their own needs, for their legal activities. You got to use your head. And make it for something positive. Put a garden back in the building here. Keep a camera there. Make a garden for the community. That'd be a good idea. A positive thing. Make some tomatoes, tomato, lettuce. Make a little garden here. And have some cameras back here to make a garden and good for the community. Keep illegal activities away from the back of the building. That's a good positive impact. Get a garden going back here. Have cameras protect it. So no more illegal activities back here for the drug runners and all the shit going on. What's going on here? That's an idea. But yeah, a lot of things can be done if you really put your mind to it. And the first thing in my mind is to get a camera back here. Why? Put a garden back here. Help the community. Get the illegal shit going. Stop the illegal shit going on back there. You just got to use your head. So anyways, yeah. Get a camera in the second floor. Stop all they all go in the back doors and everything, coming back, for a reason. And they scare me from the back for a reason. I mean, come on, do the math. Duh. This problem's been going on for years. You gotta do something positive. If something negative, make it positive. Garden. I've been thinking about for years. It's amazing no one else has brought that up. I'm bringing it up. So, yeah. There's a lot of things you can do positively to stop the drug running and all all the illegal activities going on here. And in the stairwell, for instance, that's a tricky thing. The stairwell is another thing. There's no cameras in the stairwells. That's another thing. People go to sleep in the stairwells, garbage put in the stairwells. There was a pack of drinks there in the stairwell. I saw someone there drinking one time in the stairwell. That's a tricky thing. I don't even know if cameras can be installed in the stairwell. I don't know what to do about that. My mind draws a blank for that right now. But anyways, everything else for the back of the building and so forth, we need more security. We need the neighborhood watch in effect. And we need more, maybe a suggestion box, maybe, if people have no computers and so forth. The coffee on Mondays is a good idea. It's not a bad idea too. But also because things are so hard to come by, should make maybe a food bank or some kind of donation day, maybe once a month, maybe a donation of I don't know, a donation month once a month, maybe a donation time once a month, maybe in the common room. That'd be a nice idea. Maybe extra food there, everything, all that. Please make donations and everything, and then bring it over to the common room once a month. That's a good idea too. Maybe a pet food month, dog food, cat litter. That's another thing to think of. I'm going to look into that too. I'm going to get some people rallied up and try to get some cat food and cat litter, and then talk to OCH members and try to make OCH maybe do once a month pet month or something. Cat litter is really hard. It's hard to get by cat litter. It's expensive. Now that bus pass money's cut out, I'm so broke. It's not funny. I need cat litter and it's hard to come by. So get some kind of drive done for maybe a pet month. The common woman can get dog food, cat litter, and make some referrals for places that can give that, because we need it, believe me. And all that. We need that. Maybe make some cooking volunteering workshops, and the food we cook, give it for the people in the community or the building we're in, something like that. Positive stuff, workshops for cooking workshops, and for instance, Valentine's coming up. Let's make a cooking workshop to make some cookies and stuff, and then distribute for community housing common room. Make a day in the common room for local treats made by local people for Valentine's, cookies, whatever, cards, maybe hope cards, vision board, something. We can do all kinds of things to make this a better community, make it more positive, especially for our community. We got to do that. So yeah, there's short-staffed things, but we can do things to make things positive. Besides security issues, we can make things positive, strive to make our communities better and safer, and keep the drug running, the OD crisis at bay, and make it more a positive community, a safer community, and a more trusted, worthy community, and people be aware of mental issues to a degree where someone gets more dangerous and increasingly violent. Then we have to step in and do something. So we have to make use community room for more workshops and so forth, in my opinion. And we can do it. I'm going to try to focus on that this new year once I heal properly. And yeah, if I'm making up these ideas, have the stamina to do it, when I'm totally healed, we got to work together to make things better. So that's my message for tonight, my friends, for the new year. But we got to keep the community safe and deal with the violent problems going on. I don't want to do a lawsuit. I really don't. I was really aggravated and all that jazz of the past few years of frustration. But if things are not done, I don't know. I really don't want to do a lawsuit. But all the weight loss and the health issues and everything. I don't want to, but we can do make this community better. We have to make this community better. So take care, stay safe, and those are some of the ideas I have, especially the back of the building and so forth. So take care, stay safe, and yeah, we can stop the criminal activity and the drug running and make this a more positive community. Take care.